So with all of the major updates we've been getting in Helldivers 2, it is definitely at this point just the game that never sleeps. Simply because we took so long and we finally did it. We eradicated the automatons. We took our land back. We liberated them. It was amazing. It was so cool to see videos of people looking at their galactic war map and seeing that the automatons had no more territory, just for them to come back a couple days later. Now, the cool thing about this is that it was definitely just a little cool visual to see all of the automaton ships actually pushing in to a different section. And to see that, I think that we can almost confirm that we are probably going to be getting a lot more automaton type forces coming to the game. Now, what I mean by that is if you listen to what the general says when you actually go to the war map for the first time, he essentially says that they are now showing their full force. One, I think that that's pretty cool because there's already a couple of types of automaton enemies that I haven't even gotten to see, such as the huge walker type enemies. And then there's definitely going to be a lot more that we have yet to see as a community. So that's something I'm also extremely hyped on because not only are we moving closer to the center of the map, we're also more than likely going to get more troops on both sides. Now, that being said, what happens when we do reach the center of the map? I think that essentially there's going to be a three-way faction war. And this is something that I'm really excited for. Because on the bug side, we have these huge worms that people are saying are supposed to come into the game. And then on the bot side, obviously we just push them back, so they're going to push at us even harder. And you can bet that Joel is already in his room cooking up something despicable. Okay? It's going to be extremely hard. Now, already liberating these planets, first of all, seeing a new planet every time is so cool. Now, I'm not sure if they're generated or how they really make the planets, but man, they're always cool just to see a new environment. I mean, even the environments that are supposed to be super hot, you even get the mirages in the distance, and it's hard to see because of all the dust everywhere. And the game just becomes super immersive because of things like this, with the fire tornadoes and anything like that. Also, fire tornadoes, my goodness, are they brutal. And with this new Warbond coming out on the 11th, I think that we can almost guarantee a new update coming out on the 11th as well that will include more than just the Warbond, or at least a couple days after that, based on the amount of content that we got last time we got a Warbond. We got the Warbond, then we got an update shortly after. So we can definitely expect something like that just based on what the community is doing right now in terms of pushing the automatons back. And by the time April 11th comes, I think that will be pretty close to finishing this major order, if not completely finished, because there are just so many Helldivers playing the game right now, so many Helldivers liberating all of these planets. I even took place in a lot of these myself. As you can see in the background, there's at least one, but defending 5 planets is not going to be that hard. So my question for a lot of you guys is, what are you looking forward to the most? Because I personally am looking forward to the possibility of fighting more than one faction on a planet, because of the simple fact that there have been screenshots of people finding bugs on automaton planets, or even on bug planets, people finding huge worm husks, and there's just so many things that are going to be added to the game, because these little Easter eggs aren't just put there just for people that played Helldivers 1. I believe that these Easter eggs are put in to show us the future of what is possibly to come to Helldivers 2. That being said, fighting automatons and bugs on the same planet could be extremely dangerous. Not only that, but I think it would be cool to see the bugs actually fight the automatons themselves, and vice versa. Then, just a quick update on the new Warbond. We haven't gotten any new information other than what we have right here on the screen. This is the obvious stuff. This is the stuff that I showed in my last video. But if you weren't there, make sure you go ahead and check that out, because I dive deeper into it. But this is the major stuff that you need to know, all of the stuff that you're really going to get. And that's pretty much going to do it for this one. I have a ton of gameplay. If you guys want to start seeing the gameplay in full, I can definitely make that happen. Otherwise, just make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment on what you're most excited for, and I'll see you guys on the next one.